How many of y'all, when you go out there showing homes, here's what you realtors do. Somebody told me to go live. All right, everybody, I'm out here showing homes. It looks like a fucking earthquake going through the house. All right, everybody, there's their bathroom. Here's the house. Blah, blah, blah. Here's where it is. Da, 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 da. Here's where it is. And I got 25 views. And those 25 views, I don't even know who the hell they are. Because they titled it, Looking at Homes Today. You know why? Because all my people are going, I really hope, and I'm sitting here, please let John post a video of looking at homes. Because I can't do that online. Is it all coming clear to you now? Instead, you have stories, you have opportunities. You can be like, man, guys, come here, my clients, get in this thing. You're like, dude, guess what? Hey, man, we're out here looking at homes right now. We're having a great time. I'm going to help these guys achieve their dream. We set out goals. We're going to do that today. Guys, go have a blessed day. Have fun. Then you tag them in the story. Don't tag them in your post. That is spam. Because the moment they don't share it, the moment they don't push it out there, the moment they don't approve it to their timeline, you now have a check mark from Facebook saying, guess what? They are annoying as fuck. You get what I'm putting down? Because this is how you're going to lead gen, bro. See how I'm making it, simplifying it. But here's the thing. When I tag my people, so here's an opportunity. Sometimes you do Instagram and sometimes you do Facebook. Would you agree? I think it's relative to be on both. What happens is that you share the same content. You share the same stuff. You know, if Instagram allows you to do that or Facebook allows you, it's spam, just so you know. It'll kill your engagement and your viewing audience will go down. Here's what I would recommend. I would start on Instagram. I do like Instagram. If those aren't familiar, it doesn't mean you have to be on Instagram. If you guys, I'm gonna focus, look, all my clientele kills it on Facebook, right? Instagram is Insta famous. That's all I use. I use Instagram primarily. I make some posts. I'm in a big entrepreneur world because I do some consulting with businesses too, so I have different streams. But what I do is I love Instagram stories better than Facebook, okay? So what I'll do is if I make that story, I feel like it's really weird how the camera and the effects and everything work better. Yeah, so I will do it on Instagram and then I download the video to my camera roll, okay? And then I go to Instagram and I make the tags. I'm like, what I do with my client is that I already, here's where you guys want to know how to lead gen a little bit better? Okay. Here's the problem is y'all killed your algorithms yesterday, but I'm gonna teach you how to change them. So you get these clients, right? Now we've laid out clear expectations. And then you already have said, dude, are you on Facebook? Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna send you a friend request real quick. Why you got them on the phone? Hey, man, why you got there? Hey, dude, I'm gonna also invite you to my closed private group. I'm gonna send you a video of what it's about. Hey, did you get that link right quick? Okay, man, just join that group. Hey, don't forget, you know, a lot of people ask me all the time, they give me this question all the time. They're like, hey, can I invite some of my friends? Dude, absolutely you can invite friends. I mean, because like I told you earlier, my business is built on referrals and I want you to feel like you're part of it, especially if I do a client appreciation event. I want your people, I want to get to know them more. And I'm like, so honestly, I'm going to kind of stalk them. So I mean, if you want to prepare them that maybe if they get invited to the group, when you invite them, I might send them a friend request. That would be cool versus them being like, who's this weird dude? Okay. Then you get those people in there, right? And now you got them there. And now what you need to do next, right? The next thing you do after you get your clientele and you get them on Facebook, it's a really good thing. It's called stalking and it's free. And it's legal. That, of course, a woman would say that, right? And it's legal, man. You can look at everything. Like, I don't have to go to jail over it. I mean, you know, the worst thing they're going to do is block me or be like, this person's really kind of creepy. I knew one of you guys would answer that shit. All right, so you go there. And you want leads, right? You guys want leads? So you go there and you go to their page and you go, whoa, calm down. And you go, who are the most people that they interact with? Who have they taken photos with? Who have they tagged? Because most people don't understand social media, right? Who are the most people that are liking their posts all the time, that they're hanging out with? Well, guess what? I'm going to go friend request them. Why? Because they're the most likely people they're going to refer to you right away because they hang out with them the most. So now when you friend requested them, and now you planted seeds, now you're going out. So now we've done all these activities prior to even going to see a home, right? See all the lead gen I've already done prior to even just going to even seeing a home? Then we do the stories, we're out there and I say about that stories. So now when I tag them, either if they're on Instagram or Facebook, because I know which one they're better on, okay? And then I said, dude, I got this. And I'll be like, hey, man, I'm going to tag you on Facebook. Is that cool? I'm going to tag you in the stories. So if you want to share it to your stories, it's great. So now subconsciously, I'm telling them what? It's okay to, because I'm laying out what? Clear expectations. The problem is you guys don't direct your clients that way. You're just like, hey, everybody, we're here seeing homes. All right, cool, man. Put that in stories and tag it. And they're like, can I share this? Can I not share it? I don't really know if I'm going to do it. Direct your people in a direction, right? So now when they share it to their stories and they see it's coming from you, now how do they think? Dude, this is the guy that just sent me what? The friend request. This is their, so you're getting free rent over what? And that you're there? Now they're going to think that they're your realtor. Okay, follow up. This is key. This is the best thing you guys can do on your phone. Okay? When you guys set goals of like texting people a day to be categorized, okay, do this, go forward, go back and get all your clients. At the end of every one of your client's name, put client. You get what I'm saying? Because when it's alphabetized in your phone, now you can know where you end, and then you know which ones are clients and you know which ones aren't. So when you go through and you're like, hey man, I got to make sure I text all my clients this month, or you can have a thing that does, I think that's not a bad thing, the text automated thing. But now what? Guess what you're doing? Now you're organized, right? You know, I like CRMs, but I don't like CRMs. The best CRM you can have is an Excel spreadsheet, just so you guys know. Because in a CRM, you can't see everything. In an Excel spreadsheet, I can sort and see where I left it off, who I haven't sent a card to, who I haven't done things with, and I keep them categorized in that, right? So now guess what? That's better lead gen. Would you guys agree? Absolutely, right? So now I taught you all these things just from the initial get-go of already lead genning without even asking for it, nonchalantly. See how easy this is? Has anyone ever taught you this before? Okay, so there's a code in that book that if you sign up for my coaching, there's more. Yes, ma'am.
How soon after you speak to a client would you send them a friend request on Facebook?
I do it right now when I'm on the phone with them.
On the phone?
On the phone. I'm going to send you a friend request. Why? You're letting them know I'm sending you a friend request. Because what happens if you wait, right? That's a great question, actually, by the way. Is if you wait and then they get a lot of friend requests, you might get lost in the dust. That's why if you listen to me, I said, dude, I'm going to send you this link right now. I'm going to send you this video. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? But here's the follow-up, right? So there's the next thing. So now you've got your referral of the guy that you did it. So now if you haven't done it with your client, so here is a crazy, crazy, crazy story. So I had this guy, he's a buddy of mine. He's in my thing, and he hired me for personal coaching. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I've been doing it 11 years. I've always closed about 15 million. I'm running a little bit short this year. I don't understand what's going on in my business, which I think a lot of people are feeling that they're not growing or their business isn't where it used to be, right? A lot of people have lost income because you got the iBuyers, you got more people becoming real estate agents. Your friends all know a realtor, it seems like, right? Everybody's a real estate agent. But what he factored is I said, okay, all these people that you've worked with, right? So if you guys have been in real estate for several years, this is where you guys are losing business right now. It's 100% and it's proven. And I said, how do you stay in contact with your people? He's like, dude, I send him emails, okay? He's like, I'm friends with them on social media, and that's it. And I'm like, that's it? He's like, yeah. He's like, because my coach, I bought this fancy CRM, they did it, we're supposed to drop all this information, and I'm engaging with them, so I look at his page and I said, bro, you hardly get any engagement. I said, do you have a target list? He's like, what do you mean? What's a target list? I said, everybody that's ever helped you in your business, grow your business, you forgot about already. That's the number one killer in real estate. You guys are so focused on all these people you don't know versus the people that have already helped you grow your business. So I said, here's what we're going to do. I said, can you pull that list out of your CRM? He says, yes, I can pull my list out of my CRM. I said, this is what we're going to do next. You're going to start at the letter A, and you're going to call every one of them. And you're going to do the all about you form with them. I don't care if there's 20. I don't care if there's 300. You're going to do it. He's like, okay. And I had checklists of how he did it. I said, you're going to set up your private group. You're going to do these things. You're going to do that, whatever it is. So he gets on this phone and he starts calling. He calls these first 3 people. And I don't know if he wanted to throw up at the moment, but it was he was pretty upset about it. He calls me back. And he does good business, right? Here's a guy that does $12 to $15 million in production. He's making good money. And he's like, man, he goes, John. I said, yeah. He goes, dude, should have listened to you a long, 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 long time ago about keeping a target list and creating relationships versus relying on that I did such a good job. Because if you guys really understand, you're not doing a good job to your clients. That's why the iBuyer campaigns are coming in. You have no videos that explain everything step by step on how everything the process is. You don't lay out clear expectations. You're not saying, hey, when you watch this video, let me understand that you do it. What you do is you send them forms, you go over it with them, and you're like, did you figure that out? Show them how to DocuSign. Show them how to set up a search. Show them what the thing's about. Show them. Because guess what? That content you created on YouTube, which is the #1 search platform, now they can tell their clients that you asked for the referrals and be like, hey, dude, that video that he sent, here, let me just send that video. Because you know people that do that now that have done the video, when their client gets the referral, they go, oh, yeah, dude, Tom already sent me that video. I know where I started. I have everything already gathered. Weird. You have employees without paying them now. Weird concept. That's called a marketing soldier. That's called free rent. Okay? So when you lay out this clear expectations and you're building it for your clientele, guess what? Now you create value. Then you're creating an experience for them. And then so what he did is he said all these people had the same thing in common. And he goes, I was friends with them on Facebook. And they go, I don't look at your emails anymore because they're stupid. I don't care where I need to go this weekend. My wife tells me. Okay? I don't need to know what the market update is. No one cares. Your emails are spam, bro. And he's like, well, we're friends on Facebook. He's like, I don't see your posts. You know why? He was talking to other realtors. He was friends with other realtors. You want to hear this story? Fast forward, he'll do 30 million this year in 1 year. So he went from 15 million, okay, to 30 million this year. Okay, did you notice that's not rocket science on what I just explained? It is in a sense because there's forms and things that I do teach in my coaching that are like in there to like do this, so you create it, so you build it, so you do it. So I do have that. I'm not going to go in the nitty gritty, but I'm giving you examples that I'm saying is that you guys are friends with people and you don't even engage with them. I have a video that teaches you to change your algorithms, right? And I know people talk about algorithms in social media all the time, but they don't know how to do it. Man, I cracked the code on that shit. The problem is when they say, oh, do this, it's good for engagement. Do this for live. No, it's not. It kills your engagement. And here's the #1 reason I say don't go live, okay? This is the #1 reason I would not go live. Because if that content that you're going live on is so valuable, which that's what they explain when they say go live, I think that's a valid point, okay? Here's what I would do. I would just film that video. I'd have it titled correctly. I'd post it at the appropriate time. I'd also put it on YouTube, which is the #1 search platform, okay? Who owns YouTube? Google. Weird. So when you go live and that shit stays on Facebook, you're not getting any algorithms in analytics. So people that say, oh, I know all this stuff about it, whatever. No, you don't, man. The #1 search platform for video is YouTube. Can you imagine if all your closings that you've had, that you've represented from the buy, from the sell, and you went out and you filmed a video out in front of that house and talked about how you sold that house, how you represented the buyer, and you just put it out there on social, on YouTube. But what you guys do is there's people telling you, go live, man. You think people are going to scroll through your newsfeed going, shit, man, did they post this house? Do I look dumb? Yeah, that's how you look when you go Facebook Live. But instead you take that content, man, and you put it on all the platforms. Now people, when they look you up, because Google owns YouTube, they're going, this person actually sells homes. Because there's this company called HomeLight. Because all you guys do is post your awards going, I was #1 in the office again. I closed 3 million, I closed 40 million. Do you know when you guys actually talk in the millions of what you did for production, your clients think that that's how much money you actually made? Okay, granted you understand it. Don't do that ever again. Okay, ever. Please, don't do that. I have been employee of the month and the HR nightmare of my company for 3 years running. There you have it. So what you do is when you take that video and then you have clients that come in there and you say, dude, I got some training videos on how I do listings, how you declutter your house, how you do things correctly. What are you doing now? Setting clear expectations and the parameters about how you do your business. Weird. Does that make a lot of sense? Has anybody ever told you that? Because y'all listen to some fucking gurus lately to think they know some stuff, and that's your moneymaker right there. Yes, I do cuss. Yes, I do, because I'm passionate about what I do. I don't, it is what it is. Somebody will look at me, he's like, But, does that make sense? Does that clear up some of the fog from yesterday? Does it? Or the day before, or the other classes you take, or the other seminars that you've had? Where people are like, go do this, go do this, go do this. I'm literally telling you, go do these three key principles in what you do. Now, the other thing, guys, if you ever take a listing, right? How can you control your client without controlling them to where you're making the decisions? So here's what I would do on every listing that I ever was to take. And the reason I would do it with everything, so people say, do you change what you do with other clients? No, man, I do the same thing with everybody. Why? Because the moment I try to adapt to someone else, I'm not doing it my way. That's why I quit my job. So I would go to that listing appointment. You know how you're going to capture more listings? This is the key breaker right here. Number one, you're going to have your all about you form when you're in there. You're going to come with the scripts that you need. You're going to be able to close them. But what you're going to say is you're going to say, look, man, before we go, get to your home, I've got 3 homes we're going to go tour right now. Here's a clipboard. The clipboard's going to have on the clipboard and on the form, it's going to say, connect with me on social media, and it's going to have your handles correctly. If you guys name your Instagram and your Facebook or whatever you're doing different than what your first and last name is or what you have on your business card, you are losing business. Do you know how many realtors I see put on their stuff? They're like, the Lake Charles Realtor. Yeah, I'm going to sit in bed going, man, I really hope Karen's Instagram is Lake Charles Realtor. Bro, how do people look you up? First and last name. I know it may be weird, and you might have to go call your mom and ask for your birth certificate, and the shit's on there that tells you what you need to name your stuff. That's called building a brand. Some people tell you to do things differently. You need all these things. You don't. Simplify the process. You understand? See how much I'm simplifying it? Okay? So now what you're doing is you're getting free rent by having these cards, okay? And you have this card, and it's a suggestion box. What do you think of the curb appeal? What do you think of the paint? What do you think of the gardening? What do you think of the backyard? What do you think of the kitchen? What do you think is, what do people love to give? Opinions. Okay, so now you're going to do these opinions. See all this goal setting that we're going to do, and I'm going to teach you how to do. Goals should be to simplify your business so you can have more time to have what? Do more business and have fun. So now when you go with there and you say, all right, man, we went out here. Let me thank you. You guys filled out these 3 homes. You gave me all this information. You gave me what you wanted. And you already know that there's some things in their home because they got 9,000 photos of their cat Fluffy. Okay? And then you go in there and you say, hey, look, let's go. Okay, now let's go through your home real quick. We got back. Let's sit down. Okay, first thing I need to do is I need to do an all about you form with you. I want to get to know you. Let's get some relationship going here. I'm going to list your house. You're automatically saying, look, people go there and they try to sell it. Say, no, we're going to do these things first. So when I list your house, I just want to have some relatable data is what I'm doing. Then you sit back down with them and you say, look, I need you to fill out this all about you form because when I list your house, we can move and I'm building a relationship with you. And then you go through your home. You're like, all right, guys, so when I get ready to list this house, what I want to do is I need you to paint this wall. I need you to take these photos down. I need us to do a little bit of landscaping. I can get all these things taken care of you. And what's their first thing they're going to say? They're going to say, dude, no, I don't want to do that. Don't do that. And then you go back to your list and you say, well, yeah, but on 1, 2, 3, 4 McCormick Street, you said you didn't like that shit in the house and it wouldn't sell. That's what you could have done. Told you I was going to get you. Just took me a couple hours. Do any of you guys do that? Would that simplify the process? And in the meantime, I'm telling you, I'm going to list your home. So they're not thinking like I'm going to go interview somebody else. You're like, all right, man, so now that we get this forms and all about you form, we've done the stuff that I need to do. All right, dude, here's the paperwork. It's already filled out. I just need you to sign there. And I know you've watched my YouTube videos on how I market stuff and how I get your content out there. And every other realtor is going to come in here and be going, oh, here's what's going to happen as our marketing plan, okay? We're going to put it everywhere. I'm going to do some video. I'm going to get some professional videographer in here. We're going to clean it up a little bit.